That's a really good question. I don't know how you got cilantro on yours. Maybe you were eating a chip and then like.
And it was on it.
You are kind of a messy eater.
I am.
Yeah,
I am.
so-
It's really bad.
Anyways, hey guys, welcome back to What a Bunch of Idiots. Today is a very unique day. No, I'm just kidding. There's nothing really unique. We're just recording at a different time because Mimi she's going to see the Padres game tomorrow. So
Yeah, it's the last home game tomorrow. So hopefully they win.
They probably won't, knowing Padres.
They've been doing really well this week, actually.
I'm just kidding. It's funny though, like when you're from San Diego, you're like either
you're diehards.
You're a diehard fan no matter what, but at the same time, you just know like fuck, we're gonna lose a game, you know?
Oh yeah, we don't go because they're good.
Yeah, we
go because we like them.
we really go for the vibes, actually.
Dude, baseball games are just so fun.
They are. No, don't get me wrong.
You're not even watching You're not even watching the game half the time, but you're having fun.
Yeah, I went to my first Padres. Actually, my first Padre games kind of got me spoiled because I went to one of those suites where they have all the foods and drinks.
Oh yeah, that doesn't count then.
Yeah, no, it doesn't count. But my work at the time, the job I was working at, they're a partnership with the Padres, so we occasionally get a like a suite in around like usually it's kind of around the off season time because I think during the season those are like meant for the bigger clients that Petco Park has with.
There's only games during the season.
No. You know how there's like. I'm not gonna say preseason, but it is kind of the preseason games.
So like way before it starts?
Yeah, because we go there. When I went, it was around May time, but that technically isn't when the season.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Yeah, May's already starting.
See,
dude, they start in like February or something.
I don't know much about. I was about to say I don't know much about football. I don't know much
Go
about
sports! Woo!
But I know a little bit about baseball. Actually, I've actually come to terms to actually enjoying baseball more than football. I don't know. I can't tell you the exact reasons why.
It's easy to enjoy something more when you don't enjoy the first one at all.
That is true. I'm not a huge. I want to say I'm not a huch fan of
I could
football.
care less about football,
Yeah.
but I have a fantasy football league
Yeah.
this week, this year, season, whatever it is.
Yeah. So it is. I'm definitely getting more into it. But I mean,
What is wrong with the straw?
what are you doing?
I can't get the straw.
Oh my
We're
God.
not even drunk yet. This is my first
yeah.
sip of this drink.
If anyone should be drunk, it'd be me because when I was making
He took
this,
a shot.
entered the video of me taking a shot while I was making the cocktail. I thought it was a good idea, but when I took it, dude, it's a good tequila. That's how good it was. Where like I didn't need a lime or salt or anything like that. It was so smooth. It was perfect. I loved it. But at the same time, I was like, fuck.
He's drunk already.
I'm pretty shit faced now. But
We're also snacking on homemade chips and guac.
Yeah.
The chips are not homemade. The guac is.
Yeah. Do you ever think? Because I guess you would classify me as a no Sabo kid.
I'm not a no Sabo Kid.
No, me.
Oh, I was like, fuck you. I speak fluent Spanish.
No, I'm talking about me.
You are a Yo No Sabo Kid.
I'm like 50% one because I can understand it and speak a little bit to get by.
That's literally exactly what a Yo No Sabo is.
And I think a no Sabo kid is someone who doesn't speak Spanish.
No, it's somebody that can't speak it good or well.
I think that
Like they try to say things like reposado and say things like raspado instead.
I told you not to bring that up.
We were talking about tequila before this.
Yeah, and I mixed two words up. Okay, that's not my fault. Okay, but I think a no Sabo kid is somebody who doesn't speak Spanish generally. I'm actually googling it right now.
I feel like the technical term might be that, but like the way we say it is like a kid that speaks it a little bit, but like has a strong American accent or like says things incorrectly.
No, and I think I get what you're saying, but I feel like, I don't know. I think, because what I grew up is that we knew the no Sabo kids were like, I mean, obviously me, but when it was, the way it was explained to me is somebody who doesn't speak a lick of it, but is like Latino or Hispanic descent.
I don't know.
You don't know? Let me see. I'm trying to look it up right now. But anyways, my point is, do you ever sometimes be like, fuck, for a no Sabo kid, he fucks it up in the kitchen?
I mean, you grew up with a mom that cooks a lot of food, so.
Yeah. My mom, yeah. So if you're like, man, this motherfucker don't speak a lick of Spanish, come in my kitchen and I'll fucking make you the best chilaquiles, fucking best guacamole, best chorizo and eggs, fucking best chicken and mole. Dude, dude, I made Maggie enchiladas, and she was like, dude, she was like, those are the best things I've ever had, and I was like, you're welcome. I was like, and I said in the most American accent, I was like, I hope you appreciate it as much as I can. But no, I think I'm
trying to see. Okay, so according to this one, where did I see it? The term "no Sabo Kid," which refers to someone who isn't
oh ads.
close.
Mimi just got a
Who
penis.
isn't who isn't fluent in Spanish. So it's somebody that like kind of talks it but not well.
I guess. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll give you that. I would say I'm 50%.
Yeah.
I learned through working in the service industry because the fact that like I felt like my Spanish teacher in high school, she was like not to like discriminate anyone. She wasn't Mexican at all. She was white. Her last name was Roll. But
Was what?
Her name was, I don't want to say her full name, but her last name was Roll.
Mrs. Roll. Oh
Yeah.
no.
Well, what if she sees this and be like,
Why would she
actually,
see
if
this?
she does see this, you can go fuck yourself because you mistreated me so badly. But and then she ended up marrying someone and she ended up being like Miss Cardenas and stuff like that. But like, she was like,
Cardenas?
no, she pronounced it differently.
Probably because she's white.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. That's what I'm saying, But she would always like, so growing up from like Spanish, like from Mexico is like completely different from Spain Spanish.
Yeah, they teach like what's it? Formal Spanish.
Yeah. And so there were times where my mom would help me with my homework, and because I took Spanish 1 and Spanish 2, and she would just like, no, dude, that doesn't make sense. Like, why is it this way? Why is it that way? And then, or I would do it, and then my Spanish teacher at the time would be like, she would not fail me, but give me a bad grade because she's like, that's not how you're supposed to say it, blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, first of all, you're born in Temecula. Mis mama is from fucking Veracruz. So I think the person who's from the country itself should know better than you. But that's just my 2 cents. Spanish speaking. But, Also, today's drink is Botania. It's
Nope.
Nope. Not even close. What does it mean?
I don't know, but it did start with a B. Botania is like snacks.
This is a snack, actually. What it is pretty much, it's tequila, lime, and Coca-Cola, which is the best fucking combination.
Yeah. Mexican Coke.
Yeah, Mexican Coke, actually.
There's like a theme going on today,
Yeah.
apparently.
This month is Mexican Heritage Month.
There we go.
I bet you didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Did you though?
Yeah.
I bet you didn't.
We just had Mexican Independence Day.
Yeah, did we though? What day is it on?
I don't remember the exact day, but I know I saw it on Instagram.
Big fat fun. This is actually.
I think it was like I don't even know.
This is Mimi and I having a Mexican off. Who's more Mexican than the other? I think what's funny about us is that like Mimi does speak fluent Spanish.
It was my first language.
It was obviously,
No, it really was. I learned how to speak Spanish before I learned how to speak English.
See, my mom did that with my older siblings, but she didn't do it with me because my dad felt uncomfortable because his Spanish was broken and he didn't speak it fluently. So he felt like he was missing out when she would talk to us in Spanish.
Why didn't he learn?
That's
why he's not around.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, honestly. But he knows Spanish too, which was also kind of dumb. He just didn't want us. His Spanish was really broken.
Okay, but so is everybody's when they start.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but like he didn't like the fact that my mom was teaching us like really.
He was a Yo no Sabo kid.
Yeah, he was a Yo no Sabo Kid. He was also from like.
Is your dad Mexican?
He's like a mix. He's from Texas. Texas. So there are different kind of breeds down there, if you catch my drift. But no, he didn't like it. So then we didn't get to, like, my younger siblings didn't get to learn. But and I think it stopped with my 2 older sisters, and then my brother got a little bit, but like it didn't pick up with him. And then my other sister, who's like in between, like the middle child, I would say, she didn't pick up Spanish fluently. But then my sister was close in age to me. We pick it up easier because we both worked in the service industry where like we had to learn it in a sense. Because so she worked at a grocery store and a cafe where most of like the grocers that work in the back room or most of the customers that came in were Spanish speaking.
Yeah.
And then I worked at Starbucks. And so I worked in the morning, so most of the people who were working in constructions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So they only know Spanish. So I just was like, let me learn. And it's not a hard language to learn.
It can be.
It can be.
But but I feel like if it's easier for an English speaker to learn Spanish than it is for a Spanish speaker to learn English. English
Yeah.
is confusing as
Yo,
fuck.
dude, yeah, theirs, and theirs. Like, I'm fucking. Or what's the other? Or what's that one thing where like the words sound like the other word?
What? Rhyming?
No, not rhyming. No. Where it's like, fuck, what is it? It's like where it's two words that sound the exactly same but spelled differently.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Like there, and there.
Yeah, that's like an example.
Yeah.
And then I forgot the other one was, but there's like
Or
another.
like when they're spelled the same, but they look different, like
seen
lead and lead.
Yeah, or seen and seen.
Well, those are spelled different, yeah.
Yeah, but like they sound the same, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Like if I did not know English.
Or the fact that baloney rhymes with phony.
And then no, here's the thing.
But none of the letters are the same.
Here's the thing. This entire episode is actually just
Grammar.
dedicated to Spanish speaking and fucking English speaking of the difficulties. Even now, as somebody whose English was his first language, I still fucking get it incorrect. I can't even say some words. Like I can't even say inevitable right.
What?
Inevitable.
There you go. You said it on that one.
I have to slow it myself down.
Yeah.
But it bothers me because I'm such a fast speaker. So I have to be like, oh, blah, 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 inevitable. And then
it sounds like you're just giving more pressure to the word.
So, but that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, I feel where I work, we do have a lot of people who are from different countries. And I know for a fact, like whenever they're like, oh, I'm so sorry, my English is not good. I'm like, that's okay.
You're like, neither is mine.
Neither is mine. Yo know English. Sabes que, like, no, actually, when I was talking to one of Maggie's mom's cousins, I was trying to translate something in Italian because he asked me when I'm going to go see them soon. And I was trying to put, I will be visiting next year. But I was so brain dead that I visit next year.
Which, in English, that makes sense, though.
In English, but the way, grammatically, it didn't make sense. I don't think so. The way I wrote it out did not make sense.
Okay.
I'm gonna beat
Maybe
you.
it didn't make sense in Italian because they use more of all the
dude,
verbs and the conjugates and all that.
Dude, Italian is also a hard language. I'm learning it right now too. I'm learning both Spanish and Italian at the same time.
They're kind of similar.
They're
Not exactly, but they have the same rules.
Like burro is donkey in Spanish, but in Italian it's butter. So the more you know.
Interesting.
Or because certain C's have a ch and stuff. So cocina is kitchen in Italian. But
Spelled
cocina,
with a C, yeah.
But cocina for us is disgusting. Or grody.
That is true.
So when I was learning it, I was like sitting there, I'm like, fuck, this is gonna be hard. Because I don't want to say because also at the same time, cocina is also kitchen in Spanish.
Yeah.
But theirs is
Well, it's spelled the same, yeah.
it's spelled the same, but
they just have different accents on it.
Ch.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm learning, but at the same time, you gotta admit, I fuck it up in the kitchen. As for a no Sabo Kid, I fuck it up. Actually,
He admits he's a no Sabo Kid.
yeah, I have no shame in it because I'm also I'm part of the generation where it's like I will never, if I spoke fluent Spanish, I would never discriminate somebody who's a no Sabo
Yeah.
Kid.
Well, also our parents, not specifically our parents, but the generation of our parents that came here. For a lot of us are first generation. I'm first generation.
Yeah, I'm first generation.
So our parents, a lot of them were scared to teach their children Spanish
Yeah.
for discrimination.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Which is why, my oldest brother, super fluent in Spanish, talks mostly Spanish. My middle brother would get made fun of, so he hardly speaks Spanish because he didn't kids would make fun of him. So my parents stopped. I don't think they stopped teaching him, but they stopped enforcing it.
Yeah, they were like,
And then for me, they were like, you have no option. You're only going to speak Spanish.
which is really fucked up. I think with my kids too, I would definitely send them off to my mom so she can teach them Spanish.
Yeah. Oh, it's so useful nowadays.
Oh, yeah, no.
But it just sucks that there was that gap in the generations
Yeah.
where it was maybe they'd be better off if they don't know.
And it's so funny because a lot of people who are not Spanish speaking or not Latino descent, I know there's that assumption is it useful? And then there are times, mind you, I also work in the corporate world, a really big corporation, where Spanish is actually one of the most requested languages that is needed because we have headquarters all over the place. So we have some in Latin America, we have some in Europe. So if you know it, you can go far.
Yeah.
But no,
and even in smaller jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
dude, I was a server. I got all the Spanish-speaking tables.
Hell yeah.
And they always tipped
Was
back because
that-
they were like, thank you for not having to make us speak English when they couldn't. And I was like, you're welcome. You're
Was
welcome.
that racism? No. I'm just kidding.
No, it's
No, actually,
benefiting.
you know what's so funny though? Teddy went to the grocery store, and I feel like I always have weird not incidents, but weird reactions in grocery stores. But I was going to the grocery store, and the girl, she was like, "Would you like a sample of our mango?" And I said, "Oh no, I'm okay." I was like, "Thank you though." And she,
Like just the fruit mango?
yeah, just the fruit mango. So she was like, "But we have spicy stuff," and then I turn around to see what she's talking about. I'm like, "What the
Tajin?
fuck?" Yeah, she had tahini. And then I'm like thinking to myself, there's two thoughts I had in my head. I'm like, one, I was like, did you offer me the spicy stuff because of my skin complexion?
I would have
And
been
then-
like, oh shit, there's tahini. In that case,
No,
yeah.
no, okay, but like I was also like, fuck, I don't know. She got me real good, and she was like, we also have lime, and I was like, no, I'm here for tortilla chips. I need to go. But it was the second thought I had in my head was like, damn, you think that shit is spicy? Fuck. Damn,
Oh yeah. No, David does not eat tahini.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
I think that's why I got a good white. She
A
loves,
good white.
She loves spicy.
She's
shit.
one of the good ones.
She's one of the good ones, you know. Dude, when I finished making the guacamole, she was like, I opened the bag of chips. She like real instant. She was like, oh, well, let me get up and let me be the tester of that. I was like, and she's like, yeah, that shit's good. She's like, and I was like, should I put onions in it? She goes, yeah, put fucking onions in it. And I was like, damn. I was like,
She knows.
I was like, you're the real one right there. And she didn't dap me up, but like that would have been cool. But anyways, how was your weekend, baby? Or week?
It was good. I'm like, it's the weekend right now.
I know you actually had a roughish day. Was it yesterday?
Dude, no, on Thursday. Oh my God. It was the longest 2 hours of my life. All of that happened within 2 hours.
Yeah, you want to explain to people what happened? Because that shit made me laugh so
I
hard.
don't know if I want to relive it.
I felt bad. I felt bad for you, but at the same time, I was like laughing. I was like, "This is so good."
Of course, no.
Because you told me about this, how your car sometimes doesn't like.
It makes all of the ironic sense that it would all happen at the same time to me. Like if it happened to somebody else, I'd be like, "Damn, who did you mess up with karma?" But it happened to me, and I was like, "Of course it does."
It was
of
me.
course.
I was doing black magic, and I was like,
He has a voodoo doll.
I was like, oh, I have a voodoo doll of her forerunner and her.
No, my gas gauge is broken. I realized after this incident that I actually have to go and get it fixed and not just trust my instinct with it. But my gas gauge is broken, so it doesn't show when it's getting close to empty. It always says that it still has gas. And I knew it was around the time that I have to get gas because I was on my way. I was getting off the freeway to go to Costco to fill up. I was like, I could do it in the morning, but no, I'm going to do it right now like a responsible adult. I stopped on the off ramp in a turn lane, and my car just went "Arr," and just stopped moving.
I would panic so hard.
Yeah. Well, it's happened before, so I was like, fuck. Okay.
Wait,
like,
the first time it happened, was it because you were running? You were like, I'm not gonna put gas in it.
So, because the gas gauge is broken, it shows that it used to be an eighth. You know how it
Okay,
has like the nine things? It would always say it had an eighth still, and it always said it had 41 miles.
Yeah.
So the first time I was like, oh shit, that's weird. It just stopped like as I was turning. I was going to work.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what it was that time, but my mom brought me gas. And it started working, so I was like, oh, okay, it was probably the gas. The second time, same thing, same notch, same amount of miles left. Like, it still said it had miles in there. That's what got me every time. But then this time, it said I had a quarter instead of just an eighth. And it said I had, like, 60 miles. So I was like, okay, well, now something's wrong. If I fill it up and I only put in, like, $5 or $10, like, I don't fill it up all the way, it won't even mark that I put anything in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's how I know it's off.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, it's getting around the time. Yeah, no.
Do you think you might have drugs in your gas tank? So I was watching, Maggie and I watched a show called How to Catch a Smuggler, and they put drugs in the gas tank. So it shows
What does
that.
that have to do?
Let me explain. It shows that it's full, even though there's only half a tank in there. Reality. Where did you buy your car?
CarMax?
Did you get the CarMax on it? Like the fax?
Yes.
Carfax?
Yeah.
Where did it come from?
I don't remember. I didn't check that and have it like memorized.
So anyways, I'm going to call the...
I I don't think I
DEA
have.
and make sure to evaluate her gas tank.
I don't think I have drugs in my gas tank. I think the gas
Dude,
gauge is just
bro,
broken.
But imagine though, like
You know, Ron from the gym?
yeah,
Yeah, that happened to him.
like he had drugs in his gas tank.
Not in the gas tank, but so he had a house in Rosarito. Like that's where
yeah.
him and his wife live, and they drive up in the morning, work, they go all day, and then on the weekends they just stay home. They had a gorgeous like beachfront, or not beachfront, but it's like a 3 or 4 blocks from the beach, and somebody in their community, probably like the security guard or somebody from around, or paid off the security guard, would smuggle drugs using his car. They would go and like stick it underneath. And
His car,
and because he drives up here every day.
Oh my fucking
So
God.
the first few times, nothing. We don't know. He doesn't know how many times they used his car. They just know that one of the times they got caught. So they literally were at the border, and the border patrols were like, "Whoa, you need to get out of the car right now." And they found it, and they like tackled him and pushed him to the ground, and they did it to his wife.
Oh my God.
And they figured out, like, they let him go because they figured out, hey, it wasn't them.
Yeah.
But
That's fucking crazy.
and then he moved. He sold that house. He's like, I'm never going back.
I mean, yeah, I would.
But now anytime they cross the border, they're tagged. Like their ID is tagged, so they have to do secondary search every single time.
Oh, that fucking
That would be that's
sucks.
annoying.
Dude, anyways, this episode is sponsored by Papas and Beers located in Rosarito. Dude, I would be so I would literally...
I would be terrified.
I would...
Because that means that somebody that's smuggling drugs, maybe not in Rosarito, like they have parts of the cartel.
Yeah.
That means somebody was watching them and knew that they were coming up here every day.
And every day. And knowing that knew where he would stop his car at. So like almost, that's crazy.
To get it out here,
That is
terrifying.
why, don't get me wrong, there's beautiful parts of Mexico, but I would never...
It's happened so many times.
Yeah, I would never drive my car over just for that scenario now. I would just rather fly.
But I mean, like, why fly to... You can't fly into Rosarito.
Oh,
I mean, you can fly into TJ and then...
Have you
but
seen those videos of Papas and Beers? I'm not going in there.
It's fun.
I've been
It
there
is
once.
fun.
I've been there once, but like I'm
there's
not...
places like Mexico's right below us. Like,
No, I know that.
There's so many options to like go down and
know
drive
geography.
that. Yeah, no, but I'm saying like we
Like,
can't criminalize Mexico.
No, I'm not criminalizing
Like because
Mexico,
it
but
sucks
just like...
that that happens and you have to be aware of where that happens and stuff. But it's also like, oh, I'm not gonna say I'm never gonna go to Mexico.
Oh, I'm not saying... I'll go to Yucatan for fucking get some... That all-inclusive resort I showed you. That shit fucking...
Oh, that place is cool. Well, most resorts in Mexico are all inclusive. Most of them.
I don't know. Okay.
Because he's a Sabo Kid.
I'm a
That hasn't been to Mexico. Have you been to Mexico?
Yeah, I've been
besides
a few
like
times.
besides
Dude.
like TJ Ensenada.
Rosaritos, TJ Santana. There was what's it?
Just notice how he said those.
Yeah, because I'm also like kind of buzzing. You fucking dick. What's the one? Starts with a P.
Puerto Vallarta.
Yes, that one. I couldn't think of it for some reason. I was also thinking of Puerto Nuevo, but I was like, no, that's not it. That's not the
There is a Puerto Nuevo.
Is that the one that's above Ensenada or below?
Puerto Nuevo is around it. I don't know. It's okay. That's the
what's-
one that's close to us. Puerto Vallarta is like a 4-hour flight from us.
So Puerto Nuevo, yeah, because I actually.
So it's like driving distance.
Yeah.
It's like a 2-hour drive.
And I had a really good lobster there. I remember.
And it was probably like $5, $10.
Dude,
seafood down there.
Dude, oh my God, dude. I remember that. I think that was like my favorite time growing up was going to Ensenada because so my mom's dad, my grandpa, was a carpenter and there was a hotel that he helped build and stuff. And the owners became good friends with him. So anytime we would go, we would stay there for free or sometimes discount it because like they obviously had to make their money. And then they were so cool with us that they knew that we were there. We were the only kids allowed in the bar after 6 p.m. to go get popcorn because they had a popcorn machine. So we would come up and
drive all the way to Mexico for popcorn.
We didn't drive all the way to Mexico for
I'm
popcorn.
just kidding.
All right. But when we would like, there'd be nights where if we wanted to stay. And that was like at the moment where like, my mom was like, my mom's very picky. She's the type where she's just like, I don't think you guys should go. It's very dangerous because, she grew up there. Now she came up here and just the different lifestyles. But that was the only place my mom was so comfortable with us going upstairs and getting food and then walking around the streets and stuff. Because obviously we didn't speak Spanish, but she was comfortable.
Okay, yeah. Because the touristy places there are definitely touristy, right? And like the resort areas are they have a lot more eyes on it.
Yeah.
Cartels don't mess with the resorts as much because they're bringing in money to the tourism aspect of it, and so.
And then most of the tourists are finding drugs to do, so they're kind of like, we won't fuck around with that. That's our money too. But no, that's what I'm saying. Like, I would love to go again, probably to Mexico City, probably to Tulum, maybe Cabo. I've never been to Cabo.
I've never been to Cabo.
We should go to Cabo.
Of all the places that I've been, I've never been to Cabo.
Yeah, we should go to Cabo. We should one day.
I've heard La Paz is prettier than Cabo, though.
Yeah.
And less cartel-y.
Yeah. I mean, what are you going to do, you know?
Go somewhere less cartel-y?
Yeah. But no, and the thing is, I would love to go back more often. I would also like to go to Veracruz, where my mom's from originally, just to kind of see what's the vibe. But no, I would love to go back again. But I just was, I don't know. I've never found myself like, not wanting, but like being like, let's go, you know? You know what I'm saying?
No, because every time I'm like, damn, I want to go back to Mexico.
I don't know. I think that's also because like I'm such a like a.
But it's hard to like want to go there if you haven't been there. That's fair. Yeah.
Well, it's also the same time. Like I think I'm also in my era where I want to go to other countries that are less accessible. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, we can literally just drive down the border, hop on over, and then we can just.
Yeah, but that's not the same Mexico as like Mexico.
No, I know. Or take the flight. You didn't let me finish. You just interrupted me. You jumped to conclusions. Like
Ernie's getting annoyed with me.
Like a typical woman. I'm just kidding.
That's going to start a whole new conversation. Okay.
Sexism. No, like I want to, like, of course, fly into somewhere, yada, yada. But because it's there, and I feel like I do take it for granted because it's there. It's more accessible to me than it is to other people. Like people from like Arkansas or something like that. Like
Arkansas.
They have to take like a 6-hour flight. For us, it's like a 4, maybe 3-hour flight, depending where we're going. So that's why, like me right now, I'm like, I want to go somewhere like on the other side of the country, of the world, you know? Like, I don't know. Like I would love to go again to Italy. I've been there once and it's beautiful, and I would like to go again. But I want to go to new places like Denmark, Amsterdam, like, you know, see Europe because it's not accessible to me. Does that make sense?
I guess I see it more as like, hey, this is like, I would like to go more to Mexico and like outside of the resort areas that I've already been, like to see the culture. Yeah, but like that's our culture.
Yeah,
you know?
No, I know. That's
so like to push it back so much and only do other cultures to me is like, well, there has to be a balance.
No, I get that, and that's why I send you like those resorts. Cause I'm like, yo, let's go check this fucking place out, you know?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, dude, let's go. You know, but I also want to get more fluent in my Spanish before I even do that.
Well, resorts are all like English, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, but I also don't want to be like, look at the fucking this no Sabo Kid.
Good luck with that.
Yeah,
that's gonna take years.
Don't get me wrong, girl. At least I can roll my fucking R's.
There you go.
There's some people who I
dude, if David could survive in Mexico, you can.
Yeah, but David's tall.
So he's white.
Yeah, but he doesn't look that white.
Yeah.
Think about it. Imagine
he looks more like.
Imagine your
picture him.
Picture him, okay? And then
he looks white.
His name is David.
Yeah.
David's like also like a very Latino name too.
His last name is Chrisman. He did one of those 23andMe's. He was like excited to see what he got, see if he got it. Everything was Eastern Europe.
Really?
Everything. It was like 0.2 something else.
What was his like most of? Like, you know how it shows you?
Oh shit, I don't remember all of it. I was surprised he didn't have any Greek in him because I was like, I feel like you could pass as Greek.
You could.
But it was all just like northeast. Shit, I don't remember. I remember when I saw it, I was like, oh, you could be a Viking. Where are Vikings from?
Vikings are from Norway.
So I think that was some of it.
Yeah.
But it was literally just like a Mod Podge of white.
Makes sense. Yeah, I would say that. You could definitely. But the thing is, like, what's funny about David is I thought David was like a little bit Latino.
No.
Like, it would make sense if his dad was white and his mom was Latino. Like, I'd be like, that makes sense.
They're from Indiana and Tennessee.
You're acting like Latinos are only that like just stuck in like West area.
For the most part.
Dude, nah.
I mean, there's not a lot of Mexicans.
Now
but like, go back 35, 40 years. There's not a lot of Hispanics over there.
You're right. I'll give you that one. But still, though. Like
They're red states.
they are red states, but still, like I've been to Utah before, and I've ran into some Latinos.
Yeah, but Utah's right above us and like to the left a little.
Yeah, but like that's Mormon country.
Yeah. To the right a little.
That's
There
Mormon,
we go.
That's Mormon country.
Yeah, but it's still above Mexico.
Yeah, I know, but that's like Mormon country. That's all I'm gonna end it with.
It is, but they still.
Yeah. But
migrate.
yeah, I know. I would love to go again. I would love to go. I would
Yeah.
love to go and go deeper south and stuff. And I mean, I wouldn't say. I don't know. My mom's very picky about like. 'Cause I made a comment about like, oh, I would like to meet maybe your cousins and all that stuff. And then she was like, So I don't know if she has a good relationship with them. So
Think about it too. How long ago did she come up?
that was ages.
Yeah.
She's
So a
like
lot of the
60,
time, it's
62.
like even if we have family down there, it's like they're not close family that we're gonna know.
Yeah, so
Right.
so that's what she was kind of saying. I think she was like on this fence of like, you should just go and enjoy it. I would love to go to Mexico City and just kind of see it because I've seen
Mexico City would be really
yeah,
pretty.
Yeah, so I would love to do that. I would love to go to some of the resorts that are, I mean, like you said, they're all inclusive. But I would just like, I also feel like for me, if I were to go to Mexico, it's like a spa day for me. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I don't like. I would love to learn more about our culture and stuff like that. But I also just want to be like in a bathrobe
Well, that's why
At
you
a
do the
spa
resorts, yeah.
with a
Because you can go in
quesadilla
and out of resorts.
and another margarita on the other hand.
Yeah.
Just sitting there, getting like a facial experience. That's what I want to do. Do I have the time right now? No. But I honestly feel like I would love to go with you and David. Like do like a couples retreat.
Dude, I do great at resorts.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
The employees
They're-
love me.
they're- the
They
entire-
love me. They love my brother. If I go to Mexico with him,
The entire time we're
they
at
love
this-
us. They
then-
love my grandma. Anytime we've taken my grandma to
Yeah.
Mexico or to any trips, everyone, all the people at the resort, they love her.
Yeah, dude. Like, I think I don't know why. I feel like I would feel like I would have much more. I would have more fun with you
Oh yeah,
than with other people. I mean, maybe there are other people I would love to go with, but I think if you and I and David and Maggie went to a resort, I think we would have a blast. I also feel
Oh,
like
yeah.
Maggie and David would be like, we are literally hanging out with children right now.
actually, David's like a big kid when we go to resorts.
is he?
The last trip we went to for Eli's quince, our resort our pool had a slide.
Okay, first of all,
David
you're
was
telling
the
me,
one that was down that slide the most, more than the kids.
You're telling me you wouldn't go on that side though?
I think I only went once.
No,
I'm not a big pool person.
you don't know how to swim. Oh, you don't know how to swim. That's
I
right.
like barely swim. I like doggy paddle.
Yeah,
So
she
like
does.
I'll go in the water, but I'm not like, oh my god, I need to jump in the ocean or I need to jump in this pool. But I'll go in it.
Oh, okay.
But if it's things like the slides, I'm like, I have to build up
Would you
to
do
do
the
it.
shark thing where you go and feed them?
Hell yes.
You would?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Here's the thing. I'm scared of water, but everything inside the water fascinates me.
Nice.
I want to swim with sharks. I want to swim with manta rays. I want to go back to Hawaii so I can swim with manta rays.
I didn't get to do that.
I didn't either. I was so close.
We didn't get to really swim as much because we were kind of like sightseeing most of the
Yeah.
time and driving because we were in Maui. Did you know that Abuelito's hot chocolate might not be sold in the United States anymore?
I did not know that.
And certain other Nestle or like Nestle Mexico products will be removed.
Why?
There's something about like they weren't really permitted to be sold here, but they end up selling here for such a long year. Because you just remind me of it that they actually might be taking it off the shelves.
Weird.
So I want stock
See,
up.
now you're gonna have to go to Mexico to go buy it.
Yeah, I'll go to TJ. I'll do that real quick trip. Go to Tacos. Get some. What's the place? Tacos El Gordo. That's like
That's
no.
up here. That's in Chula Vista. And
No,
in downtown.
what's the OG one that's in TJ?
Every taco shop is built the same like that. But TJ Tacos is from here.
No,
It's
but
just called TJ Tacos.
but
Or
what's-
Tacos El Gordo.
what's-
It's also from the States.
what's the one that everybody knows that is originally in
I don't know the
Tijuana
name.
that end up coming up here? But it's like people are like, it's not the same.
I don't know the name of it. But a lot of the taco shops down in like Rosarito, Ensenada, TJ, they have that same aspect of like you just walk up and order your tacos and down.
No, I know that.
Yeah.
I'm not dumb.
I'm not saying you were. I'm just saying like, I don't know what the
Dude, we should.
one taco place is.
We should plan a trip to Mexico though. We should one day.
Dude, I'm down to go whenever.
All right, let's go. All right.
I got my passport
The
card.
video just cuts up and it's just us in Mexico and stuff. Yeah, so I just left my job and I was like, fuck it, might as well just live my life out here. Yeah. We should. I mean, I'm down. I'm game. That'd be fun. I
Yeah.
think it'd be fun.
I love Mexico.
We would have a good time. We would do drugs and alcohol. You know how it goes.
I don't trust Mexican drugs. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're right. It's probably has like some wild shit in there.
Or it's just not as good as the drugs up here.
Are the drugs good up here?
I don't know. I don't do drugs.
Neither do I. We have like no relations. We're like, yeah, I know what we're talking about. Dude, that's fucking hilarious, dude. Oh,
I know the weed is better up here. That's for sure.
It's too expensive.
But that's because it's better. Weed down there does nothing.
Yeah. It's literally just oregano. See, yeah, you can put it in your pozole, in your menudo.
And then in your paper.
Yeah.
Damn, now I want pozole.
Dude, I thought about... Wait, do you like menudo?
Yeah.
Like with the... Even like with the tripe?
The only thing I don't like in menudo is the actual like foot.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know.
The hoof.
Yeah. Yeah, if it comes like that, I'm like... Because then
Yeah.
you have to eat around it.
And it only has like 3 little tiny pieces of meat.
Yeah, oh my God, I fucking hate with that. Oh, wait, do you eat yours with bolillos or tortillas?
With what? Bolillos?
Bolillos or tortillas?
Tortillas. Do people eat with bolillos?
Why are you looking at
Do
this?
they? I don't know. I've never
I
seen
do.
that. Do you?
Yeah.
Menudo.
Menudo with bolillos.
Like you just dip your bread in the...
Yeah. Dude, try it.
What?
Dude, don't look at me like that.
No,
Try
we
it.
roll up our tortillas and then we dip it.
Yeah,
and then we bite.
I
and
know
then we
that.
bite.
I
Yeah.
know that, but like, hear
I've
me
never...
out. Hear me out though. So you get a bolillo, and then you split it in half, and then you get 2 fingers, and then you kind of make a little room in the thing. This looks wrong. So you make a little hole, and then you get some of the menudo, and then
You
put
pour it in the bread?
and then you just bite it, dude. Dude, revolutionary. Dude, you can't.
I feel like it sounds good, but it also sounds like you're going to
Okay.
take a bite and it's just going to go...
So the next Sunday, I'm gonna make you menudo and make you eat bolillos with it.
Okay.
Okay, with pozole, red
My
or green.
plan worked. I'm just kidding.
Pozole, red or green.
Ooh. I like both.
Okay, what do you prefer most?
Green.
Me too. Chicken
Yeah.
or with pork.
I don't know if I've had pork pozole in a long time.
My mom usually
I
does
don't
pozole, like the red one. She does
Yeah,
it
with pork
beef.
and then
no,
green
she
is-
does it with beef. Yeah. And then most of the time it's chicken and pork, but she did it with beef one time. Dude, game changer.
I'm so confused with what you
Dude.
guys do in your household.
Don't be disrespectful, bitch. Okay.
I'm not being disrespectful. I'm being confused.
It's revolutionary.
I've never heard of pozole de res.
But it's good.
Okay.
Trust me. Do you eat it with tortillas or tostada with sour cream on it?
Tortillas.
See, this is
Tinga you eat with tostadas.
what?
Tinga?
What's tinga actually?
It's like a chicken dish with sauce.
Oh, I know you're talking about. It's
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
red sauce, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That you throw on tostadas.
So I was talking. My sister had a roommate.
This is all just like... It
Yeah.
literally is an Hispanic theme
Well,
today.
It is Mexican heritage month, so I might as well get in there. We will throw some white things in there. We're going to talk about Nick Jonas and
Joe Jonas.
Yeah, Joe
Joe
Jonas.
Jonas. That's as white as we're going to get today.
No, so I was talking. So my sister had a roommate, and we were explaining to her that we eat pozole with tostadas with sour cream on it.
Actually, okay, I can see that. Because you know what? Yeah, I've had pozole with tostadas. And I haven't had sour cream on it.
Dude.
I do that more with tinga and all the other stuff.
Bro,
But
you fucking get tostada. You
Yeah.
put some sour cream on there. A pinch of salt, okay? And then you put a little bit of the pozole on top of it with a little bit. Oh, fucking feels so good. Dude, it's...
that was scary.
Dude.
That was terrifying.
No, dude.
It's, yeah. Okay. I can see it.
Dude, no, it's fucking good.
Yeah.
The next time, pozole and tostadas.
All month.
Dude, yeah. No. Oh my God, we should. We should
down.
keep it. Yeah. What about another question I would say is, fuck, let me think. Let me think of something that somebody was like, what the fuck do you do? Pinto bean, pinto beans or black beans?
If they're going to be fried, like refried, pinto beans. But I like both.
You like both?
Yeah. I love refried beans, though.
Dude.
Like refried pinto. My mom would make it with bacon lard and jalapeno.
Oh my God, that shit's
So
so
good.
good. Wait, have you had the beans that has like the chorizo and like the diced up hot dogs?
Yeah.
That
Los,
shit.
los puercos.
That's one of those. Yeah. Oh my God.
Puercos. Damn, now I'm hungry.
Dude, that shit.
Why we only got wok?
That shit was so fucking good. I know I have my factor meal I gotta eat, but that shit, dude. When my mom made that shit, that
Okay,
shit.
now imagine how all this food tastes in Mexico.
That's what I'm saying. We should go. I'm not opposed. My ass is like, let me just abuse the countries in Europe real quick and then come back.
I'm trying to think. We don't have anything planned for like December, January.
Of this year?
Yeah,
No,
December,
we have
January.
something planned in December. Not you and I, but like Maggie and I.
Well, yeah, but that's close by.
Oh, wait. I have another one for you. Red or green enchiladas?
Green.
Green?
Green. I love green enchiladas.
I know.
I like red enchiladas too.
I'm not
okay,
opposed to it.
wait. What's it? Loophole. Mole enchiladas.
That shit's so
Sour
fucking
cream
good,
enchiladas
dude.
from Anita's.
Are you a fan of green mole?
Green mole?
No, you ever seen it before?
No.
Yeah, it's like a thing. I went to a restaurant one time and I was like, "Oh, let me get a fucking chicken y pollo." Oh, sorry, mole y pollo. I was like, "Mole con pollo."
Can I have a vodka and Tito's, please?
Let me get a vodka Tito's,
Chicken and pollo.
Let me get the Blanco tequila. No, they brought it was green, and I fucking hate green mole.
What do
It
they make green mole with?
I don't know. We should Google it real quick. It does not look great at all.
Because mole is brown
No,
or
yeah.
like a little reddish, depending on how you make it.
Let me see. Mole verde
mole.
recipe. It does not look really great. It's more of like a cilantro with epazote and romaine lettuce kind of like mixture. It is not. It's supposed to be like a herbal mole. Some restaurants do have it. It's not a thing. It's not. I'm not going crazy.
Yes.
No, it's a real thing. It does not look appetizing at all.
How much
It
do you
looks
want
like
to
when you-
bet that I'm going to put green mole and it's going to just show me like
It kind of
a-
looks like if you had
a rat
chortle.
hole. Ew.
And you know how authentic it is? Donna Maria sells it. She's the only woman I trust.
I love Doña Maria mole.
Me too.
Mole verde recipe.
No, if you look it up, mole verde.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking up. I'm trying to see like what's in it.
It's like herbal. I don't even have my phone on me right now. Dude, no, but it's a thing.
Interesting.
And then there's also a red mole.
Well, yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Some restaurants do green.
Green beans, chayotes, nopales, zucchini, and sweet peas. Interesting.
It's not great.
I don't know if I would go for that.
No.
I don't know.
I hate when restaurants
Red
only,
mole is good, and then regular mole.
I hate it when restaurants only have green mole. And I look
I
at
don't
them.
think I've ever seen that at a
I
restaurant.
look at them and I said, why? Them white folks only know about them.
That's why they have it.
No,
I'm just kidding.
they only know the brown.
True. I don't know.
So yeah.
I don't know.
All right. But anyways, yeah, that was yeah.
Now I want mole. I'm gonna go buy some Doña Maria.
Ooh, you should. Maybe another time I'll make chicken and mole for you.
I made enchiladas de mole the other day at home.
It was so good.
So good.
Dude, it's the best thing ever. You know, and that's why I'm proud to be Latino. Because of the fucking food we make.
I saw this comedian on Instagram. Who is he? He's one of the new guys on SNL this season. And,
Oh, I
and
know. He's
he
like
was in
a-
the Pedro Pascal skit.
Yeah, he's like
Yeah.
a Latino version of like Tom Holland.
Kind of,
Yeah.
yeah. And he was at a show and he's like, you know how I know Mexican food is better than any other food? Because you like ours. We don't like your shit. We ain't out there
Yeah.
like, hey, it's Meatloaf Monday.
Yeah.
Let's go get this. But all y'all white folks come for Taco Tuesday.
yeah.
And I was
I saw
like, that
that.
is so true.
That is true.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm so glad I am who I am.
Meatloaf Monday.
I'm actually I don't mind a good meatloaf, but you know. I'll make a meatloaf that I make that no, it's really good. I don't do it some weird way. I do it where it's literally just ground beef and breadcrumbs. And then I add potatoes and bacon and that's it.
Okay. You don't do like the red tomato sauce?
Oh no, I do barbecue sauce. You don't like barbecue sauce?
I'm not a huge barbecue person.
Hmm.
I like barbecue ribs, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Anyways. That's fun. That's fun.
How long are we at?
We're at 48 minutes, so
Okay.
we're gonna do a quick pop culture kind
Okay.
of thing.
It's been all over Instagram
Yeah.
and TikTok and Twitter.
I just want to hear your point. So it's pretty
What?
much Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner getting divorced.
I know, that's so sad.
I'm on Sophie Turner's side. Think about it. She got married young. You know, she also got married at a time where she got her fame from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, she was like newly famous.
And so she didn't have that, like, she didn't get to engulf in that. But then I also heard that she's suing.
Yeah, she's suing for her kids.
She's suing for her kids, but she's also suing because she didn't hear about her divorce.
Okay, so that's what I heard too. But then I looked into it, and it said, and of course, it was a representative of Joe Jonas. It was like his publicist saying that that she knew,
Okay.
and that it's a lie that she found out through social media. But also, Joe Jonas broke up with her through the divorce. Like, that's how they broke up.
Yeah.
And then he broke up with Taylor Swift through a text message. So he
Yeah.
just doesn't know how to break up with people in person.
Yeah, exactly. And then there was a photo of Taylor Swift and Taylor Swift and Sophie Turner hanging out. And then somebody quoted from one of her song Vigilante shit, where it's like, picture this, me and your ex-wife hanging out or something like that. And now she has.
Look at that.
Yeah. But it's crazy because now she's fighting for her kids. She also talked about how much she wanted to go back home to England.
Yeah.
And he was very adamant about like not going back.
I guess they had decided back in like February or March that England was going to be like their forever home.
Yeah.
Obviously, when they traveled or when they had to do shoots and stuff.
Yeah.
And so that's why she's suing to get them back there.
Yeah.
Because they had decided that. And then he took the kids and is on tour.
Exactly.
I think he still has them. He's still on tour. Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm on Sophie Turner's side.
I can see that.
I mean, she's also was like my celebrity crush because of Game of Thrones. I mean, you get fall in love with the British people. But I saw something was like,
Is she British?
she is British.
Oh, I thought she was something else. I don't know.
No, or maybe she could be Welsh, but I think
Welsh?
she's Welsh or whatever. But there's someone who says there's only one person that can help Sophie Turner bring back her kids, and it's the girl who plays Brianna Tark, or the girl who protected Sansa, the blonde hair.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
she was like, she's the only one that can bring back
Brienne of Torrin.
Brianna Torn. There we go. Yeah, Mimi's a fucking
Damn,
nerd.
I fucking miss Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. What? And we're at the bottom of our drink
Drinks
now.
No,
Game
I do.
of Thrones.
I do miss it.
I kind of want to rewatch
Are you
it.
watching House of Dragons?
Yeah.
Yeah, we literally have to wait till December for the second season, which is fucking. I already know how it ends. Like I know how each person dies.
Don't spoil it.
Well, I won't. But dude,
He wants to.
If they change it up though, I'm gonna be kind of mad because the way it ends, like kind of technically, it's the best ending ever.
I don't know. I want to rewatch Game of Thrones. I've been watching House of Dragons, but I don't love it.
You don't love it?
No. Like, I just watched it because I'm
Dude,
like,
wait.
okay, we're invested from Game of Thrones. I think it's cool. I think the dragons are awesome. But I don't love it.
Who's your celebrity crush? Or I guess not.
Like, from Game of Thrones.
The fictional crush in House of Dragons. Can I guess?
Sure.
Alice at Hightower.
Yes. Spagliato.
No, that's...
What did she say? No, but it was both of them. Alicent
said-
is the queen.
Yeah, Alicent's the queen.
Yeah, but then-
the other one, I forgot her name is. Their name is actually because they're pronounced
Yeah.
they, them. I forgot what their name is, but I also forgot what character they play.
The main character.
The main character, which is so
Which we don't know her name.
It's
That's how
so
much
bad.
uninvested we are. But it was
they
them
were
two
like,
in the
I
video.
like a Negroni Spagliato with Prosecco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alicent was the one that's like, what's your drink of choice? And
Yeah.
she's like, a Negroni. Ooh, Negroni Spagliato.
With Prosecco. Yeah.
Which
But
don't
no.
go to a bar and order that. Don't do it.
We get
Don't do it.
hated.
You will get weird looks.
But
Because that's literally what a Negroni Spagliato is.
literally. But I mean, I've heard people do it with champagne, but in reality, it should be with Prosecco.
Yeah.
Because Prosecco is like an Italian champagne that goes with a Negroni, which is also an Italian drink.
And Negroni doesn't have it.
No. So
Negroni Spagliato is the one that has it.
Yes.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
regular Negroni
But by
has-
saying Spagliato, it's like, hey, it's with
I mean,
Prosecco.
yeah.
So don't say with Prosecco.
Because I think Spagliato is like, I think it's like sparkling. I think it translates to sparkling. I could be
don't know.
wrong. I could be wrong.
I don't know. But yeah,
Anyways.
but Alicent.
Hands down. High five to that. We bonded.
I hated her character, though. I loved
hated
her.
I'd be like,
she's a good actress.
I was like, ooh, bitch, I hate you so much.
She was just in something. Fuck, what was she in?
I don't know.
And I was like watching a movie with David, and I was like, oh my God, why do we know her? Where is she from? And then I realized, I was like, oh my gosh, it's her.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't remember. We've seen a lot of movies and shows lately. I was really excited that, what's his name, Matt Smith was going to be in that show.
Yeah.
Because I love Matt Smith. And I loved him in Doctor Who.
Oh my God.
But I didn't like him in Game of Thrones.
I would love.
Dragons, whatever.
I would love to be Matt Smith's doctor companion in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
If he was like, I want you, I'd be like, when and where, buddy? I'll fucking chain myself up.
That was a good show.
Yeah, it was a good show.
I think it's still going on. Isn't that crazy? It's been like 100 million years. I stopped watching.
It doesn't have to do because she's a female, but the new doctor is a female.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are saying, oh, I would not watch it. But I heard people saying that they're not watching it because the writers are completely different. It's not the OG writers.
Yeah.
And so some of the episodes are kind of meh.
I feel that. I feel like after Matt Smith's... David Tennant was amazing. Matt Smith was great. They did that like crossover with all the other ones. That was beautiful. And then after that, the new...
Peter Capaldi was a really good doctor, but they fucked up his rest of his episodes.
Yeah.
Because he was supposed to be the death doctor. This is a little bit of a nerdy, but he was supposed to be the doctor of death because each doctor has a theme.
I thought the older one, the one that like came back, I thought that was the...
So he was the doctor of war. He was the one who...
Oh, that's right.
He was the one who like got Gallifrey and removed it and stuff. And then each doctor...
I didn't know that you watched Doctor Who.
I do. I'm a big fan.
I never knew that.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, each doctor has a theme. And
Yeah.
Peter Capaldi was supposed to be the doctor of death because in the first episode where the main villain ends up getting thrown off of his spaceship, people were saying, did Peter's doctor, did he push him? Or was it like, the villain do it as self-inflicted?
Yeah.
So, but the entire theme of it, which I feel so mad that they didn't go through it, was the fact that like they didn't keep with that whole Doctor of Death because he wasn't supposed to have a companion. He wasn't supposed to fall in love. He was supposed to be very stoic, very mysterious.
Yeah.
Because
I don't know. I didn't like him as much.
He was supposed to be a restart, but then BBC was like, this is too dark. And then they were like, let's change it and let's make him funny and charismatic. So yeah. But anyways.
I stopped watching after Matt Smith.
That was our little gap of Doctor Who. Yeah, I'm glad you watched it too. Alrighty, well, I think that's it. I think we're good. We ran on a tangent.
It a lot,
I don't even know how to fucking finish this episode off. I'm kind of buzzing right now. So.
Let's do it. Guac cheers.
I know. Wait, give me a chip.
Yeah, I'll give you the big one.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyways, thanks for coming to our episode of What a Bunch of Idiots. Any last words?
Okay, bye.
Bye.